Young and the Restless Spoilers. Welcome back to our channel on this beautiful, sunny day. We have an absolutely explosive update for you today regarding the latest Genoa City drama. So buckle up, grab your favorite beverage, and let's dive right into the madness together. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now because I am genuinely unwell. Oh my god, besties. Okay, I'm literally filming this while I'm running errands because I just had to jump on here and vent. My soul has actually left my body. I cannot even process the sheer, unadulterated, cinematic mayhem that just unfolded on our screens. We are not just watching this show anymore, we are invested. Like, I am personally offended, totally traumatized, and yet completely living for what Claire Newman just did. Talk to the camera like these people are our real-life neighbors. Bestie, if Claire was my neighbor, I would be packing my bags and moving to a different continent right this second. It's giving major, I cannot even energy, and we are spilling all the tea right now. Flashback to the absolute mess I was in while witnessing this. I was mid-skincare and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug. Literally had to yeet my phone across the room because my brain could not compute the absolute audacity of this plotline. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. I am physically vibrating from the gravity of these events. I am sitting here, clutching my chest, screaming into a pillow because the stakes are astronomical. This is a high-octane psychological masterpiece, and I am spiraling out of control. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. We need to talk about the absolute dumpster fire that is Victoria Newman and Kyle Abbott. Bestie, be for real right now. Victoria is out here crossing every single boundary known to mankind with her own daughter's recent ex-boyfriend. They are officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. The taboo, the recklessness, the sheer delusion of these two hooking up, which is honestly so unhinged, is just beyond me. Victoria is acting like a lovesick teenager, completely ignoring the massive emotional grenade she is tossing into her family. And Kyle? Don't even get me started on the vibes. He is basically walking around Genoa City with this smug, arrogant aura, acting like he is untouchable. Oh, hold on, I should have mentioned this earlier, but Claire is not just some innocent, sweet girl who is going to sit back and write a sad diary entry about her mum stealing her man. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on, Claire was raised by Aunt Jordan. Jordan, the literal psychopath who kept the Newmans hostage and tortured them for sport. You do not just unlearn years of psychological conditioning from a domestic terrorist. Claire has that Jordan DNA, that ruthless, cold-blooded, survival of the fittest mentality buried deep inside her. And seeing her mother with Kyle, it didn't just break her heart, it activated the sleeper agent inside her. I'm literally hyperventilating right now just thinking about the look on Claire's face. The jealousy wasn't just normal, everyday jealousy. It was a dark, possessive, consuming rage. She doesn't just want Kyle back, she wants to ensure that if she can't have him, absolutely nobody can. Especially not her own mother. The betrayal cut so deep that it completely severed Claire's grip on whatever sanity she had managed to build. She wants to completely sever the relationship between Kyle and Victoria, and she decided to do it in the most ruthless, violent way possible. Wait, is that my fridge humming? It sounds exactly like the low rumble of a car engine idling in the dark, which is honestly triggering me right now because of what I just watched. But anyway, back to the tea. The aesthetic of this episode was straight up terrifying. The dark, winding roads of Genoa City, the fog rolling in, the eerie silence before the absolute chaos. It was giving major horror movie vibes, and I was on the edge of my seat chewing my nails off. So, Claire is behind the wheel of her car in the dead of night. The cinematography here was a 10/10 masterpiece. We see her hands gripping the steering wheel so tightly her knuckles are white. Her eyes are completely dead, devoid of any emotion, just a cold, calculating stare that screamed, Aunt Jordan taught me well. She is tracking Kyle. She knows exactly where he is. She is hunting him like prey. And Kyle, oblivious, arrogant Kyle, is just walking out in the dark, completely unaware that death is literally rolling up right behind him. And then, the engine revs. The headlights click on, piercing through the darkness like the eyes of a demon. Claire doesn't hesitate. She doesn't blink. She just slams her foot on the gas pedal. The sheer violence of this moment, I was screaming. She drove her car straight at him, accelerating into the night with the sole intention of obliterating Kyle Abbott from the face of the earth. It was so fast, so brutal, and so incredibly calculated. The impact, you guys, the impact was genuinely the most horrific, jaw-dropping thing I have ever seen. The sound of the metal crushing, the thud, the way Kyle was thrown into the air. It was a horrific, blood-curdling accident, but it wasn't an accident at all. It was a calculated, cold-blooded, attempted murder. Claire didn't even swerve. She just plowed right through him and kept driving into the night, leaving Kyle broken and bleeding out on the cold, hard asphalt. I am literally shaking just recapping this. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. The aftermath is an absolute train wreck of epic proportions. Kyle is rushed to Genoa City Memorial Hospital in agonizing pain, literally clinging to life. He is battered, bruised, and broken. The doctors are running around, the monitors are beeping frantically, and the entire Abbott family is about to have their world shattered all over again. Hasn't Jack been through enough trauma this year? And who is right there by Kyle's side, weeping and clutching his hand? Victoria Newman. The sheer, tragic irony of Victoria crying over the broken body of the man her own daughter just tried to murder is straight up Shakespearean. Victoria is pacing the hospital corridors, looking completely devastated, demanding answers, demanding the best surgeons. She is so deeply drawn into this taboo romance that she cannot even see the monster lurking in her own family tree. I am literally hyperventilating right now just thinking about the medical trauma of it all. The doctors screaming for a crash cart, the blood everywhere, the sheer panic in the air. Kyle is lying there, completely broken, and the agony he must be in is unimaginable. The writers did not hold back on the brutality of this accident. It is so visceral, so intense, and so incredibly dark. They are officially on my do not perceive list, because I cannot handle the emotional damage they are inflicting on us. I need a nap, a therapist, and a direct line to the head writer immediately. Did I mention how useless the GCPD is? Because, honestly, they are. The police are swarming the crash site, shining their little flashlights, looking for skid marks and paint chips, but they have absolutely no suspects. None. Zero. They are completely clueless, as per usual. They probably think it was a drunk driver, or a random hit and run. They have no idea that the culprit is a legacy Newman granddaughter, running on pure, unadulterated Jordan-level psychosis. And don't even get me started on Claire's performance at the hospital, because you know she is going to show up there, playing the role of the concerned daughter and the worried ex-girlfriend. She is going to look Victoria right in the eyes, maybe even shed a tear, while secretly knowing that she is the one who put Kyle in that hospital bed. The sociopathic acting is going to win her an Emmy. I am calling it right now. She is officially a master manipulator, and she is playing everyone like a fiddle. I'm calling it, the villain arc is about to go nuclear, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update. What happens when Victor finds out? Because you know the mustache is going to uncover the truth. He has his security team, his private investigators. When Victor realizes that Claire tried to kill Kyle, will he cover it up to protect the Newman name? Or will he realize that they brought a viper into their home? I am genuinely terrified for everyone in that hospital right now. Honestly, let's just take a deep dive into the sheer toxicity of the Newman and Abbott family dynamic, because this hit and run is about to be the match that blows up the entire powder keg. We all know that Victor Newman and Jack Abbott have been at each other's throats since the dawn of time. They have fought over companies, they have fought over women, they have fought over literally everything. But this is blood. If Jack finds out that his precious son, the heir to the Abbott throne, was mowed down by Victor's newly minted granddaughter, the corporate war over Chancellor Industries is going to look like a playground squabble. Jack will not rest until Claire is behind bars, and Victor will not rest until Claire is protected. Wait, I'm glitching again. Did I even talk about the hospital waiting room vibes yet? Because you just know the tension in that room is going to be thick enough to cut with a chainsaw. Picture this. Victoria is pacing, crying into her silk handkerchief. Jack bursts through the elevator doors, his face red with panic and rage, demanding to know what happened to his boy. Diane is right behind him, probably already spinning a conspiracy theory. And then, in walks Claire. Sweet, innocent, doe-eyed Claire, offering to get everyone coffee while secretly washing Kyle's blood off her manicured hands. The sheer psychological warfare of that scene is going to destroy me. Bestie, be for real right now. We have to acknowledge the Aunt Jordan of it all one more time because it is the key to everything. Jordan didn't just raise Claire, she weaponized her. She taught her that the world is a cruel, unforgiving place, and that the only way to survive is to strike first. When Claire saw Kyle slipping away, and not just to anyone, but to her own mother, it wasn't just a breakup. In Claire's twisted Jordan-programmed mind, it was a profound betrayal of her existence. It was a threat. And what do we do with threats? We eliminate them. Claire didn't hit Kyle with that car because she was sad. She hit him because she was executing a tactical strike. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but what if Kyle actually saw her? What if, in that split second before the bumper shattered his ribs, the headlights illuminated Claire's dead, emotionless face behind the windshield? If Kyle wakes up and that is a massive IF right now, he holds the key to destroying the entire Newman family. But Kyle is also arrogant and manipulative. Would he use that information to blackmail Victoria? Would he use it to take over Newman Enterprises? The possibilities are literally endless, and my brain is spinning so fast I feel like I'm on a carnival ride from hell. And don't even get me started on the vibes of the GCPD investigation. We all know the police in Genoa City are basically just decorative at this point. They are going to walk around the crash site, shine their flashlights at a broken piece of plastic, and say, well, looks like a deer did it. But what if someone else saw it? What if there was a witness? What if Audra Charles was lurking in the bushes, sipping a martini, and saw the whole thing, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update? Because if Audra has dirt on Claire, she will absolutely use it to extort her way to the top of the corporate ladder. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, let's talk about the absolute irony of Victoria's love life. This woman has the worst taste in men in the history of daytime television. She has dated liars, cheaters, scammers, and now she is dating a man who is young enough to be, well, you know. And her reward for this taboo romance? Her boyfriend gets flattened into a pancake by her own daughter. It is a Greek tragedy, besties. Sophocles himself could not have written a more devastating twist of fate. Victoria is going to be drowning in guilt, and I'm going to be sitting here with my popcorn, analyzing every single tear she sheds. I literally had to yeet my phone across the room when I realized the sheer scale of what this means for the show. We are not just dealing with a love triangle anymore. We are dealing with a full-blown psychological thriller. Claire is operating on a level of unhinged sociopathy that we haven't seen since the glory days of Sheila Carter. She is smiling in their faces while actively plotting their demise. And the fact that she used a car? So impersonal, so brutal, so incredibly Aunt Jordan. Send help. My soul has actually left my body, and I don't think it's ever coming back. I need to go wash this dried charcoal mask off my face before my skin completely flakes off. But I could not rest until I got all of these thoughts out into the universe. The audacity, the drama, the sheer, unhinged chaos of Claire Newman running over Kyle Abbott is going down in history.